Hello everyone, today we have new video review, and as you can see this time we are going to talk about fresh release from Eduard, and it comes in 1/48 scale. It's actually a brushing set which should be handy with their release in the same scale, Focke-Wulf 190D, and we have landing flaps. So this is a new release which will actually help you to copy this part of the aircraft. As you can see, the packaging is typical for this type of set from Eduard. And we also have the small sign here which reads the print. So it means it is a 3D printed accessory, not a resin accessory in its classic meaning. And this is quite interesting because Eduard recently started to employ this technology more and more often. So that's why it would be worth checking what is offered here. So first of all, I have to note that the overall design is, as I said, this classic for brushing releases from Eduard. Box size is also typical. Here on the rear side you'll find some safety advices and address of the manufacturer, and of course everything is sealed with tape, with a clear tape, but it will be quite easy to open because it's just a matter of cutting through it and you'll be good to go. So let's open it. And yeah, so we have this tape also from the bottom and from the top. They started adding it recently, so just give me a second to cut through here and also here. Okay, so now we open it, and here is what we have inside. So all these 3D printed parts are supplied in 2 plastic bags. We also have a PE thread, and we have assembly manual here, but we will talk about it a bit later. As usual, we are going to start with the main parts, let's say. So first of all, I'm interested in these large sections because these are obviously the main sections for the flaps, and the amount of the thin parts is really, or thin sections is really amazing, as you can see here. So you have to be careful while installing all this stuff on your model, and of course you have to cut off this support, so do not forget about it. It's done intentionally. It's how usually 3D printing works. And next we continue also with the another set of parts. So here we have the moving part of the flaps. They're absolutely identical, so I will show you maybe only one part. So here it is. As you can see, it comes as a single piece part, so you just have to install it where it should be. And again, we have really thin supports which will be easy to cut through. And if I flip it over, here on the opposite side we have also some external features which look rather nice, but they're not that deep as far as you can see, so you will have to be careful with all these rivets because it will be easy to lose them under paint layer or maybe primer layer, so be careful while working with this stuff. Okay, and next we also have, as you saw, unpainted PE threads. Actually, one PE thread or PE parts. So here they are. This is also a typical Eduard product, so there is nothing to worry in terms of quality, but there are some thin elements, as you can see, so you have to be careful while installing them. It's better to use tweezers because otherwise you might have a really funny time trying to install it with the bare fingers. But all in all, I like the quality of this product, and I think it might be even easier than resin parts for some modelers, who knows. And now let's move these parts aside because we also have the assembly manual to check. So here it is. It was also serving as a support for internal packaging. And here you can see that we have, first of all, we have to cut off the original plastic. So red area means what you have to delete. And then you start building the inner section which will be installed there. So we use this part with thin parts and we combine it with the PE. So it's quite interesting design. As you can see, next we continue with the PE tabs installed here and there. As far as you can see, I'm just trying to understand how the overall design works, because we have these small tabs and there are R16, R15, quite interesting. And also you have to use the thin PE parts for actuators, so this is step 4. Next we continue with step 5, so here you install this sub-assembly into the wing root area, so basically where the flaps will be placed, and then you continue with this separate part which will be actually a movable section of the flaps. But that's not all. Inside you'll find also a small ad for some other accessories available for the same type of the aircraft, and I would recommend to consider them because they will be a noticeable thing in a 1/48 scale. And of course on the last page here you'll find the parts map, as you can see, and what else? I mean, paints chart and the price tag, 1995 euros for this whole set. So in my opinion this is a worthy upgrade in case you would like to get a really nice Dora in a 1/48 scale, and of course I will be happy to hear your opinion about such a list. Do not forget to write it here in the comment section below. If you like this video, press the like button and subscribe to our YouTube channel, and I will see you in the next video review as usual. Thank you for joining me today, and bye.